Daily Mirror Online is here with presidential candidate General Sarath Fonseka in the historical cultural capital of Kandy, where the General is to host his first rally in his campaign. Thank you for joining us on the program, General.
Welcome.
Taking time out of your busy schedule. So firstly, I want to ask you, now that you have officially started to campaign, what is your assessment of the public's opinion of your candidacy?
The public opinion-wise, the people are with us. I think a large majority is with us. So, based on the opinion, we have realized that we are going to definitely win this election, and we are very confident. You can see the opponents, the other party who are opposing us are very worried. That's why they are doing various illegal things, violating the election laws and adhering to aggressive activities, and slinging mud has been the prime strategy, I think. So those are all signs of panic, you know.
So also, General, now you referred to mudslinging. One of the, some of the mudslinging is coming also from the side of the army, or some speakers from the army. For instance, the army commander Jagacharya Surya, he isn't mentioning you by name, but he is saying a few things. So some might take this to believe that you weren't on good terms with the higher ranking officials of the army. So what would be your response to people who say things like that,
The requirement was to finish the war, not to be in good terms with everybody in the army. I said a large number non-professional, weak people in the army. That's why to do some drastic changes to win the war. So keeping people happy, including this Jagat Jayasuri also was a weak officer. That's why in the operation he was only looking after logistics. I did not give him to do any commanding offensive operation responsibilities. He was asked to only do the holding role in Vaunia. So likewise, there are a lot of weak people sidelined. Because I selected the good people to fight the war, we won the war. There could I kept all of them happy, like what happened in the past. They will be very happy with me. The corrupt people will be happy, the weak people will be happy. Everybody will have a good time in the army, but we will lose the war. So now what has happened, they have got all of the weak people I sidelined. I selected the mainstream lot. I kept the others, sidelined them and called them common stream. Priorities were given for promotion to the mainstream people who fought the war, commanded. Others were doing logistics. Not that they were being sent out of the army, but they would have been disgruntled. So the second defense and the army commander have got hold of the disgruntled lot, get them to say various things to tarnish my image. So they don't realize that they are ruining the army by doing that. So even the mainstream people who fought the war are getting demoralized now, because these people are trying to groom up the common stream people who were put into common stream because they were not the best lot.
So essentially, General, you're a strategist. That's how you won the war. So what is your strategy to win the election?
Yeah, actually winning this election will be very easy. Because the government and president is messing up so much. They are ruining the country. The corruption is so much, very obvious. The nepotism and the brothers' company and all these are very obvious. The corruption all over, the cost of living going up as outcome result, and the salaries are not enough. People can't have 3 meals now, and the welfare of the people is not being looked into. Priority is for the Rajapaksa family and their henchmen. So with all that, planning out a strategy very easy. You don't need fighting the war. I had a very difficult strategy, most probably which they never realized even. President and Gotabaya Rajapaksa never realized. That's why they go around saying they won the war. They don't know the amount of hard work we did, how difficult it was even, they don't realize. They just, because you sit in Colombo and say, I gave the orders to win the war. You can't win wars like that. We had to do a lot of hard work. Those two fellows think, that people think they fought the war just because they gave orders, army won the war. It was not the case. In the past also, every president gave orders. Madam Bandaranaike, Kumaratunga Bandaranaike gave many more things to us. All the heavy artillery guns, the tanks, multi-barrels, all are given by her. Still we couldn't win the war. So these two fellows saying, because they gave orders, we won the war, all nonsense. We had to work very hard. And here again we have a strategy. All what you have to do is to be sincere and genuine and expose their weak areas like corruption, nepotism, and lawlessness. There is no justice, interfering into the government sector, public sector, and also even the police. Now they are trying to militarize the army also. You know, the Singha regiment, they have put people from some other regiment to guard the Singha regiment headquarters now for last 2 days. All their weapons have been guarded by military police in Singha regiment. So they are trying to divide the army. This has never happened in the history of the army. So you can see they are not on the correct line. They will face the music very soon, you can see. Army people are managing with lot of unrest. They don't react because they are disciplined army. I created a very disciplined army. Otherwise we can't beat organization like LTT.
You mentioned Madam Kumaratunga, and yesterday when someone asked you if she would be joining you, you gave a positive affirmation. So can you tell us, do you think Madam Kumaratunga...
Yeah, I'm sure she wants to do some service for the country. She is still capable of doing that. Mm-hmm. So she has never approved this, the corrupt administration and the dictatorship, tin pot dictatorship of president. Nobody has approved, so she also does not approve that. So she also did a lot of work. I think she did more work than the present president. Say if you take what they had done, either had done during a period of 4 years something. So she will also, she is morally supporting us already. I am sure at least in her area, wherever she has control, domination, she is going to come out and support us.
Will she take to the stage with you anytime soon?
She is welcome to come anytime.
Okay, right. Also, another thing that's happening in the country right now is we're on the verge of losing the GSP Plus scheme. So, and the